But this one is actually a perfect water bottle because when you push this down, it is leak proof. Like, it is completely leak proof. The plastic around this part is kind of chipped off. And
this is Jen ASMR. Subscribe before you fall asleep. Hi there, my lovely sleepy squirrels. I hope that you are all well. In this video, I have a bunch of stuff from Amazon that I got. And everything here is because there was a huge heat wave in France last week. And I had to get these things because of it. I'll explain after. So this is Amazon haul, the heat wave made me do it edition, let's say. That's my title just now. But before we get into these packages, I'm just gonna spend a few minutes making some sleepy packaging sounds with these. If you just want to see what's inside, feel free to skip ahead. Timestamps are down below. Otherwise, enjoy. now that we are hopefully nice and relaxed, let's get into it.
And I realised I did not preface this video letting you know why my nails are like this. You might have noticed during that section or not, maybe. I don't think it's that noticeable like when I'm out and about and doing things, but maybe when it's filmed like specifically on my hands it's quite noticeable. So I have one side which is quite long, which is kind of my usual shape and length, and then I have one short side here, proper squared off short nails like so. Because this summer I'm going to be playing a lot of guitar, so I need these short to be able to get the frets to like so when you're playing guitar you can't really have long nails for that reason, is you can't actually push the string down enough to get the sound right. But if your nails are short like this, I think it's fine. So this side is short for guitar and this side is long for ASMR. So short for guitar, long for ASMR. And I think some people appreciate the short nail sounds in ASMR too, like the more fingertip sounds. I don't think it looks that weird, but sometimes I look at it and I'm like, oh, that's weird. So let me know if it's weird for you, but I'm gonna keep it like that this summer, as long as I need to or feel that it's good for me. So yeah, short for guitar, long for ASMR, and it rhymes. It is perfect. Okay, so these items that I bought, there's one that is quite obvious why it's like a Heatwave purchase, and the other two are like, okay, why? And then you'll be like, oh, okay, I get it. So let's start off with the more obvious one. It is in this box here. Okay. We have a water bottle. So it's pretty obvious why I need a water bottle in this heat. In France last week we got up to 40 degrees Celsius, so 104 in Fahrenheit for those who are overseas. So yeah, 104 or 40 degrees. And I understand that there are a lot of places that get 104 regularly and it's fine, but places here are not built for that. Like they had to close down the schools. A lot of people found it very difficult because your body is not used to that, so it's fighting to cool itself down and it's not used to having to. And also we don't have air conditioning anywhere, like no homes have air conditioning, like the schools don't have air conditioning, they just had to close down for the week. And my daughter had exams going on, so it was pretty difficult. She had to do her brevet, which is like an exam at the end of your 4th year of high school, or collège for French people. And she started her brevet that week and it was really quite difficult with the heat. So they couldn't really close it down. They still had to do the exams, but it was pretty hot. Pretty hot. So yeah, this is to replace one that I already had last year for gigs. So if you don't know, like you probably don't, because I don't think I really talk about it on this channel, but I talk about it a bit on Patreon. I have like a side job where I'm a singer in a band for festivals, weddings, different stuff. We have our own music, so we will be playing our own music at festivals and things like that, and obviously at weddings and things. Not always our own music. But yeah, I like this water bottle because I don't like swigging on stage. Like I don't like getting a big bottle of water and like swigging it down. I like this one because it's like a straw bottle, so I can just be like turn to the side, sip and pop it down again, and it doesn't really like distract from what's going on stage. And I had one already that was exactly exactly like this, and it was perfect, but my daughter left it in her room for a week and a half, and it got that little, you know, this little specks of like black mold that you just can't get off, even if you like wash it really well and disinfect it. The staining of that little black mold is still there, and you're just like, no, I'm not drinking water out of that. And I've already replaced the one that I had with another one that I got in Decathlon, but it's really annoying. It's the lid of it is kind of similar to this one, like it's a flip up one with a little, but it's got like a button that flips up, but it kind of like when it tips in my bag or whatever, when you open the button, it kind of like water kind of explodes out of it because it's got into the cap, and it's just not a very practical one. Like I feel like it would be good if you were just going out biking or hiking or something and you're not really bothered, but I really don't want that kind of thing to deal with on stage. So here we go. And our concert season, because we usually have like a larger amount of concerts during the summer, and then the winter is quite slow. So our season started in the middle of June. I didn't have my water bottle yet, and I was like, no. But we haven't done any festivals yet. We have 3 festivals. One is bigger than the other 2. They're all local festivals. One is quite a good larger one. One is like a world music one, which we don't really fit in too much, but we've been playing it for about 7 or 8 years. The guy really likes us and brings us back every year, so that's pretty cool. And then the last one is like a small town that's doing their own festival, which is really cool. I love that the towns are starting to do that kind of thing for their villages and stuff, little towns and stuff. So it's the first time they're doing it. So we're happy to be part of that, and it should be pretty good. So yeah, you can see it's a pretty cool bottle, because there we go. It needs to be simple. It needs to look sleek to go in my microphone stand and not like grab any attention, and this is just perfect. And I don't like, it's a strange thing, but I don't like the ones that are opaque, like that you can't see the water in it. Because for some reason people, like, it's happened at least 10 times in the last few years. People will make a comment like, oh, what's she drinking in there? And I'm like, what? Obviously I'm gulping down water. I'm not drinking like vodka like that in a hot day, you know. So I don't know if that has any bearing on whether I wanted a clear one or not, but this one is actually a perfect water bottle. Because when you push this down, it is leak proof. Like, it is completely leak proof. And then you pop it up, there's no like exploding water when it comes up. It's just a perfect water bottle. And I'm kind of regretting not getting 2 now. I should get a backup. Yeah, I think I will. So if you're looking for a perfect water bottle, this one is great. What is it even? I don't even know if like it's a popular brand or something. Ibili Sport. Ibili. Yeah, I would recommend. It's perfect. And if you are interested in hearing more about band life, being a singer and being on stage and all that kind of stuff, I'm not like a wow mega singer or anything like that, but just like at our level, it's still quite interesting to some people. Over on Patreon, June's Patreon exclusive video is like an hour and 10 or 20 minutes of me tapping and scratching through all of my equipment, showing all my like my microphones, my bags, my microphone stand, all the little things that I attach to it and stuff, where I hide my tissues when I'm playing and stuff like that. Just like little insights into a small local group. So that's over on Patreon as of like last week. I think I put it up last week. So you would be welcome over there to join in with the fun. We're about to launch the summer book club as well, so that would be fun if anyone's interested in that too. Okay, So now on to the next items. And this is because the heat wave wreaked havoc with all of our electronics. Usually when it's about 40 degrees outside, it's about 30, 31, 32 inside, because like it's like our houses are insulated and stuff, so it's still cooler inside, but it's not like, it's difficult. It's pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. So if you're thinking Fahrenheit, 28 degrees inside is about 82, so you're talking like between 85 and 90 inside. So computing stuff is just like, no, I don't want to. But I had a video to edit, specifically that Patreon video with the music. I ended up editing that video in full twice. It took me like 2.5 days the first time around, and about two days the second time around. Not like full days, obviously I work as well and I've got kids and stuff, but like we're talking like 3 or 4 hours of editing, maybe even 5 hours of editing the first time, and then a bit less the second time, because I lost one of my hard drives in my computer. So inside my computer I have 2 hard drives, and outside of my computer I have one external, like big one, and one small one. And it was my big inside one that died. I lost all of my intro and outro footage for my videos. I lost all of my presets. So when I edit a video for Patreon, it's like I use a different file. When I edit like one for the shorts, like the daily shorts, I use a different file and stuff like that. Thankfully, I did not keep any of the footage, like the raw footage, in that specific place, so I didn't lose any work in a way. I mean, I lost editing and I lost finished videos. All of my finished videos I keep in a big external hard drive. And there was about 3 or 4 videos that I hadn't already put like to be saved in there, so I've lost them, but they're already up on YouTube, so it's not too bad. But if I ever lose my channel or there's any bug or anything, I won't be able to put them back up because they don't exist anymore. So yeah, I lost that. I lost all of my accounting files, so now I've decided to keep those in a safer place. So I lost my accounting for the last couple of years. I lost probably loads of other stuff that I didn't know was kept in that hard drive, and I'll find that out as I go. So I need to redo a lot of stuff. I need to re-edit all the car boot sale, garage sale, ready videos that I'd prepared. I hadn't done the audio for, but I had edited all the visuals together already, about 15 videos. So I need to redo all of that. So yeah, I was pretty sad about that. But what I've done is I bought a new external hard drive. So let me just open this up. Great. I got this. It is the WD My Book desktop high capacity backup hard drive, and it is 8 terabytes or teraoctet depending on. And this is actually the one that I already have. This is the one that I use to store all of my past videos and footage and shorts and everything that I've ever created. I keep on one of these, and it is almost full, so I kind of needed to get one of these anyway, but this I'm going to use as a working hard drive, so it's going to replace the one that was inside my computer before. So I'm going to work off it, like I'm going to plug it in and keep, like, store all my footage and all my working stuff, like, so that if anything ever happens again to my computer, which is getting a bit old, so it might happen again, I will be able to keep everything safe. My backup. This will be my working backup, and the other one will be my backup, if that makes sense. So yeah, the Heatwave cost me a couple of €100 from this and that, and also I lost a few days of work because obviously the kids were not at school. Well, my daughter was kind of like half at school and half not, but my son was fully off school for a full week, so it was difficult to work. So yeah, the Heatwave cost me a couple €100, and I had to get a fan as well. So I got a tan though, which is not like me. That's like the only positive thing that happened out of the Heatwave. And I spent some fun times. The little swimming pool in the garden, but the swimming pool wasn't even possible during the day. It was like just a paddling pool basically. It wasn't really possible during the day because it was too hot. The water was almost like a bath, and we had to wait till the evening so we could go out in the evening and cool down. We had to keep changing the water up to get it cooler. It's usually the opposite, isn't it? But yeah. So I'm looking forward to setting this up and saving everything. Protecting all my stuff. Because I guess everybody knows that feeling where they worked on something for like hours or maybe even weeks, and then something happens and they lose it. I mean, it happens in a whole bunch of different ways, like for work, or maybe you lose personal photos, or I don't know, like I think everybody's really had that. And honestly, it could have been worse. But a shout out to my patrons because this channel can be quite expensive, so a little dedicated shout out for making it possible for me to just like replace a huge hard drive like that. So thank you guys. I won't take this out or anything because it's just going to be a lot of like little cables and little things. But you can see what it looks like. It's like this. It's quite discreet. It doesn't make too much noise. This is, like I said before, this is exactly the same one as I have behind me at my desk. And it doesn't make too much noise. There's a little blinking light. So it's not actually that annoying because whenever, if you don't know, my office and my filming space are in our bedroom. So if ever I forget to unplug and turn this off, there's a little blinking light to remind me. That's cool. I would recommend. Okay. And our last thing is kind of like a backup thing too. This is something I actually needed because I needed this already as well. And this, I was just like, okay, Jen, just get everything that you need right now. Might as well do it. And it's kind of in a similar vein as the hard drive. It's for data storage. And it is this little SD card. And honestly, I bought two. I bought two SD cards. So I'm a bit confused to where the other one is. Maybe I'll have to look back in my orders. Maybe the other one just hasn't been sent yet. Or I only bought one. You know, that way sometimes when you buy stuff online you accidentally buy two of something or one instead of two. Hopefully it's not the case. So, a little SD card. And I use two SD cards every time I film. I have one in my camera for the footage, and I have one in my microphone, like the Zoom thing. So one in there and one in there. So I have the sound, and And the ones that I use are exactly the same ones that I've been using for the last like 5 years, and I've never had any problems with them. They are also SanDisk ones, and they're kind of raggedy, like the plastic around this part is kind of chipped off, and you like everything's a little exposed on the sides, and the little, you know, there's like a little here, a little notch here. Can you see a little tiny gray notch that's very, like up the top? Well, that sometimes slips down. So if you don't know if it's in the position where it's at the top, you can edit and move around and delete things that's on the card. And if it's in the bottom position, it's locked, so you can't delete things and do things basically. And the one I use for my footage just kind of slides down a lot, and it's getting a little like, oh, maybe one day I'm gonna lose a lot of footage because I might film for like 3 or 4 hours all at once, and just like having that happen with my hard drive, I was like, yeah, okay, I need to like double up on everything and maybe start using things that are in perfect condition instead of like just hanging on, you know. And oh my goodness, the price of an SD card now, like, it's crazy prices. I don't know if anyone's noticed. I'm guessing it's because it's the same kind of thing as like a phone SIM or any kind of like anything that's coming from China that is like technological chips. There we go, that's what I was thinking about. I'm all about the chips and things like that. But yeah, since the last time I bought an SD card, that is crazy price. But I need to do it because I need to be sure that what I'm doing is not going to be wasted. I already don't have a lot of time to film, so if like 1 week I lose everything, that's like 1 week of videos gone, and I won't have time to like get them back. So I have 128 gigabytes or giga-octane or giga-octane. Technically it's not giga-octane, it's giga-octane. That's something in France that kind of messes with my head sometimes, is the G is a G and the J is a G. So often when spelling things or people are spelling things to me, I get a little confused with the G. My name kind of helps because Jen, I'm like G-U-N, not G. G. Annoying. Okay, so that is everything I have to share with you for today, for this evening's video. Just a little haul with some tapping and scratching, and a lot of chatting about the Heatwave. So chatty little haul for you guys. So I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I hope that you are staying cool wherever you are, not being too affected by the heat. I hope you enjoyed the chattiness and the little taps and the finger sounds. Just hope you found it relaxing and just a touch interesting, enough to keep you watching, but not enough to distract you from relaxing or falling asleep if you had to. And if you had a bad day, I hope it distracted you for just that little half an hour
you a break from overthinking. It'll still be there tomorrow. You can forget about it for now, don't worry. Just take some time for yourself. Okay. So if you made it to this part of the video without falling asleep, I would like you to pop some super hot heat waves in the comments. Maybe a little thermometer, super hot sun, something really hot. And you can pop that in with your regular comment, letting me know what are your home's like high temperatures, like where you live. What is the highest temperature that it gets to? So where I live here in France, my highest temperature since I've been here is 40 degrees, so 104, 40. But when I was in Scotland, I think my highest ever would have been like 29, 30, like 82, 83. So a big difference, like a 10-degree difference. So for me, it's crazy. So let me know what's your guys' highest temperatures. And when I say in Scotland, in the Highlands, 30 degrees was like our top. Like, I mean, it happened like one time in like so many years. You know, like it didn't happen a lot. It would have happened like maybe once or twice in 10 years. And I'm talking like 1 or 2 days, never more. Never a full week of heat wave like that. And if you are far too sleepy, you can just pop those little emojis in there by themselves. I'll know what you mean. I will see your support. Thank you, guys. And if you really like this video, and you really like this channel, and you would like to see this become my full-time job, so I can really focus on bringing you lots and lots of ASMR, you could support that dream and this channel and this community over on Patreon for €3 per month. And if you're not sure, you can just go over and follow me on Patreon. It is now free to follow someone. You get access to some of the content, not the videos, but like some text posts and like photos and stuff. And then obviously, if you're not sure, you don't have to like spend the €3 straight away. You can just like kind of have a look-see. And then maybe 1 month when you see like a video is really like up your street, you can join that month. But yeah, it's €3 per month, and you get access to all of past content, which is like hundreds of ASMR videos, all exclusive to Patreon. Reading book blurbs, reading a book to you, a lot of more personal stuff, like for example the going through all of my music stuff, talking you through all of the renovations in our new home, lots of things like that. So if you like my chatty stuff, talking about like random stuff like that, you might like it. You also get your sleepy shouts out at the end of one of my videos. You can claim that directly, like you can just claim that instantly. You don't have to be on a specific tier or anything like that. So yeah. And you get to suggest videos and vote for which ones I make, things like that. I like it. It's a lovely community. And then the first Sunday of every month is the Patreon Live. So if you want to come over and chat with myself and the other sleepy squirrels during a live, it is a very personal live because we're usually like, there's maybe like 10 of us, really not very many people, so we're just
just like chatting and doing triggers and stuff like that. It's pretty fun. So personally, I think it's good value for money for €2 a month. Of course, you can make your own mind up about that. And then if you're not really interested in Patreon, or, you know, it's not your thing, you don't have time for all of that, but you would still like to support this channel and get some perks, you could join the Super Sleepy Squirrel membership here on YouTube for €1.99 per month. And you get access to all of the ad-free versions of my uploads. All, including the no talking versions that are usually on my other channel. I put them all here in the members only section. And I opened up this week a little post over on the members only section for people to get their sleepy shout out at the end of one of my videos. It's no longer just for patrons. You can also get that if you are a Super Sleepy Squirrel member. And you can just join up the little join button under my videos. Okay, so I hope that every single one of my lovely, lovely sleepy squirrels are well. Wherever you are in the world, whatever's happening around you, I hope that you can find your own little bubble of calm. For example, if you are in Austin, Texas, like my lovely, lovely patron Annie, I hope you're well. Annie is a member of the book club team, the AMIENS book club over on Patreon. And she has a little message for us. I hope all the sleepy squirrels have a restful sleep. Good night, everyone. Oh, thanks, Annie. You too. I hope all the sleepy squirrels have a restful sleep. Good night, everyone. And I hope that you all have a lovely, lovely